take me through the disappointments in the chair. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever had to reimburse somebody their money back?
Yeah, you gotta earn your stripes, man. Like barbering, again, like I'm not, I would so say a barber anymore. I'm a barber, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to earn them stripes in that chair. And it's been a while since I done had like situations like this happen.
Right.
But man, yeah, like I done had people come to the garage with no money, knowing they had no money. And like getting cuts and walking out, like, or getting like, all right, how much a cut? Cut is 10, knowing they got 5. Get the whole cut and say, yo, I got 5. You said it was 5, right? I'm like, I said it was 5.
What are we doing?
It was 10. I ain't never charged 5, I always charged 10. I didn't charge money till I knew I could charge 10. So when I first started cutting, I didn't even charge nobody for the first 4 months. It took me 4 months before I felt like I could compete with a dude that was charging 10. So I wouldn't even give nobody, I wouldn't even take $5 from somebody. I waited till I could charge 10. So I know that's not even true.
Oh, wow.
Because I've been giving free haircuts out to the whole neighborhood for 4 months trying to get my reps in.
Right.
He came to the shop with 5 and got up and was like, yeah, it's 5, right? I'm like,
Dang.
you gotta but you gotta learn as you a barber, you gotta know when to pick and choose, especially when you in your place of business. Although I was in my mama's garage, I'm in the place of business.
Right. You ain't want to bring that energy.
So I'm not like, I'm like, you know what, bro, I said it was 10, but you good, bro, go ahead. But you fire clients. They're just never gonna see me again.
Yeah, I could dig it. So I asked you a question off camera, and I want to kind of come back to it with what did COVID teach you, right? The pandemic was a time where, I mean, it was a lot of folks rough, you know what I mean? And as a barber, having a face-to-face transaction, a human-to-human transaction, like you don't get the luxury of selling e-commerce. You know what I'm saying? You don't get the effect to sell business virtually. Like you need to be in the presence of a person to get your coin or your capital. Like throughout that time, how were you able to stay afloat?
My situation during the pandemic was life-changing. The pandemic absolutely changed my life. And I would say now, looking back at it, for the better. But in that time, it was hard to understand that something of this magnitude, like I'll make it out on the other side of this and be greater than what I went into.
Right.
Because I think for the whole world, we all went into the pandemic with a plan. And that plan, you thought you had a plan coming into the pandemic,
right.
And it got brought out, so you got to readjust. So the pandemic forced me to look within and to readjust and redefine who Victor Fontanez actually is. And for me, I've always been an entrepreneur first before anything. So I've had an online academy since I started my barbering career in Fayetteville, and I built this online academy for $1,500 in my mom's house. So I've been teaching online and making e-commerce before I was really making a lot of money cutting hair.
Right.
Like I was making a good amount of money cutting hair, but I knew to not limit my income to one facet. So teaching for me was prominent early in my career. To teach, I've always been a teacher and a leader in that aspect. So I was teaching online and had an online academy, vicblends.com, since the start of my career. So in the pandemic, I wasn't really pursuing it, but it gave me a chance to look within, not at the online academy, but to look at who Victor Fontanez is if I can never cut hair again. That was a real situation where I had to ask myself, who am I? And the quote that changed my life in the midst of the pandemic was, don't let what you're good at define who you are. Who are you if you can't do what you're good at? So when you think that you
say that one more time, because that's right there, that's heavy.
Yeah, don't let what you're good at define who you are. Who are you if you can't do what you're good at?
Yeah.
So I had to sit there and think, man, the whole world loved me for this haircut. Everybody. It's the only thing they ask for when they see me is a haircut. Now, haircutting is a gift. These hands is a gift. This body is a gift from God.
Right.
God forbid, knock on some wood, man. If I ever can't get to that gift, what else I got to offer to the world?
Right.
And I had to sit there and really think about that. It's probably a question we all think about, but not as frequent as you think. And when the pandemic took my opportunity to do the one thing that I thought I was great at, I had to really look within and look to God and say, what else do I got in store for me?
You gotta adjust.
So I started speaking more in the pandemic. And speaking for me was something that I tried in Fayetteville, but didn't have the confidence or the belief that it could ever come from somebody like me. I didn't think anybody wanted to hear it from me, to be honest with you, bro. There ain't no way someone want to hear motivation from a kid from Fayetteville, North Carolina. That's,
a white kid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
just keep it a buck.
You know, I didn't. It was a lot. You know, so I let the noise stop me, bro, from fulfilling my purpose. I let the noise stop me for a little bit.
Right.
Cause I'm just like, man, I want to do this. I believe in I'm gonna do this. And they told me to shut up and keep cutting hair.
Right.
I'm like, man, all right, I'm gonna just keep doing that. I'm great at that. And then God showed me like, man, if you can't do that, what you gonna do?
Right.
And I went back to what I knew I was always put on this earth to do, and I wanted to use my voice. So when I started speaking during the pandemic, it gave me a chance to realize that I had more in store and that I wasn't gonna be limited to this gift that could be taken from me at any day.
Right.
So when I started putting videos out of me speaking during the pandemic, slowly but surely I start to see momentum. Not momentum as well, wow, oh, people like this, I'm gonna keep doing this because people like this, but I saw momentum in my own life. I saw that I had more to offer to somebody than a cut, and that meant something to me. So when we came out of that pandemic, and I knew I had a chance to get back out there with my clippers and do something with it, I knew I wasn't gonna be chasing the next rapper again. I knew I wasn't gonna be chasing the next celebrity or the next athlete. I knew I was gonna go do something that I felt was gonna really change something for my life and others. And I knew that speaking to people on the streets and using my voice was gonna be the thing. So when I got out that pandemic, man, I straight to the streets with it, brought my chair and brought everything with me and just walked out on faith, man. And man, I would do it if nobody saw him.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I know it's the right thing for me, because I'd do it every day if nobody even sees it.
I like that. So take me through you got it on right now, Planted, right? Like a clothing line that you created. And to the viewer, how could they get it, and where did it derive from?
Can't even get it right now. I wish I could get it to them.
Right.
I just started it. It's not even something I'm really starting. It's just how I live. Like for me, being planted is everything. And it's funny because I actually started to build a brand before that. And the brand before that was called More. And I believed in that thing so much, I got it tatted across my stomach. That's how much I really believe in what I was doing. But you see how loud that is?
Right.
You see how big that is?
Right.
Because at that time of my life, when I thought I needed more, I really needed less. And I thought getting more in my life because I wanted to reach that point where I would be the first one of my family, like you said earlier, to change the lineage. Fighting for more every day, I needed everything. Man, when you come from a place like Fayetteville, North Carolina, and you come from having a family that has been through things that like my family has been through, like my dad is the one that changed my lineage, actually. You know, to join the military, he broke everything. For real, just joining the military, broke everything. Because he gave me a chance to just be creative and be myself. So I thought I just needed more. I wanted more so bad, Cam. Like I was, every day, I need more, I need everything. And I came to realize that, you know, having more doesn't really satisfy or fulfill what you probably really need. And truly being planted within what you believe in is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And being rooted within your purpose, because it's not about where you came from, and it's not about even knowing your next step, because both those things are irrelevant. It's about knowing what you got to do today.
Right.
And I think as long as you know what you got to do today, you're planted. It don't matter what you've been through, bro. It don't matter how hood you think you are, the trauma we've been, man, it don't matter. It's done.
Right.
Like what matters is I know what I got to do today.
So it's the purpose behind Planted.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So that's why I went real small.
Yeah.
But on prime real estate. Real small, I'm prime real estate. Because I knew, man, like being planted is just who I am, bro.
So I'm gonna take this time, you know, the remaining time that we got, bro. And I want to just.
We running out of time?
Bro. No. But I want you to use your platform to ask me your questions.
Oh, please, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
First, can I just give you your flowers?
Come on with it.
Please, bro. And I don't even know how you feel. Because sometimes, like, and maybe people don't think about this, but it's not really even natural for a human to be praised as much as you get when you become somebody's seen on a level that you've seen. So I don't really know how you feel about praise or being on camera like this. So
right.
I just want you to know it's coming from my heart. But like, we grew up in North Carolina, in Fayetteville. And I grew up Not a Carolina Panthers fan. My dad from Boston, so I grew up a Patriots fan.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing you come to Carolina and do what you did for the whole state, like I'm trying to hold back tears, bro, because you don't even know, like, yo, bro, I watch you flip into the end zone, bro, every day on Sunday, like I watch you flip into the end zone, bro. I watch you, like, for real, every day, Superman. Was I a Carolina Panthers fan? Nah. Did I talk shit about you every Sunday? Hell yeah.
Right.
Because, damn, this dude, Mookie, who we gonna love, I said, Michael Staples, bro. This dude that ran cross country with me was your #1 fan. And he would run through his races and go like that, on my head every Sunday, bro. So seeing your impact that not only you had through the league at that time, but in North Carolina, to be a North Carolina native and to work in a sports bar at that time, and every football Sunday when we had 50 cent wings, and I knew this shit was gonna be packed, but I knew everybody was in it for Cam Newton. Like, bro, you are one of the greatest to ever play the game. And I'm not even into sports. So it really is irrelevant to what anybody would ever have to say about you. Because I know the impact that you had on Carolina.
Yeah.
Yo, it ain't that, man. You in the books, bro.
Yeah.
Especially in my book, man. Like, I'm just honored to be able to share a moment and to be able to tell you how much your impact, in not only the state of North Carolina, but growing up and seeing you just do it all from the JUCO route to D1 to the league to, yo, we watched you, you know, bro, we was able to watch you beat it all.
Bro, like, thank you, right? Like, for me, people have to understand, like, I'm so at peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I want to go back to the NFL? Hell yeah. Do I understand that that's a very prestigious fraternity? Absolutely. But what's more important to me is impact. You know what I'm saying? Like, I care about people. I care about really having the say-so to a person and know, like, bro, I care. You know what I'm saying? And I may be different to you, but I'm here. Like I woke up this morning. I may not have the money. I may not have the fame. I may not have this, but bro, I'm gonna pick up this trash right here. That's me changing my community.